would you pay $16.99 and you only liked the first single? And executives were getting paid tons of money on that, idea, and they weren't even talented. And I'm like, this is gonna have to cave in. Outside of that, what I seen was an advertising business that felt like archaic. The advertising business at the time looked at the world through the lens of black, white, Hispanic. And I'm like, that's not the way people relate to products and marketing. It doesn't, no one looks at them and goes, whoa, oh, they're speaking to me because I'm white. Or like, that's how I prefer to get spoken to because I'm black.
What's he talking
like,
about?
These things weren't real. And the music business did teach me that. The music business taught me that the idea that people listen to certain records had nothing to do with their ethnicity. DMX was selling it.
Yeah. Welcome to my live stream, guys. We are live once again.
Eve Online is a vast universe.
I'm so exhausted.
Alive with the
So
We were in
exhausted.
deep trouble at Netflix. We had losses of about $50 million. We have got to sell this sucker fast.
Mark Randolph is an American tech entrepreneur, the co-founder and first CEO of Netflix. With a career planning numerous startups and ventures, Mark's expertise
We're back, guys,
in innovation,
with another live
and
stream.
business strategy is unparalleled.
Not much will be going on this time.
Yes, and the reality is the idea was ridiculous. It didn't work. Nobody would rent DVDs.
Ooh, I love this color.
But with over 40 years of being an entrepreneur, I've learned every idea is bad. We just don't know why they're
Guys,
bad.
I just checked out the
thing is how clever can you be?
Avengers
Come up with
Doomsday
quick and cheap ways to
poster,
test it. For example,
and it's looking
let's just have
horrible.
a subscription and no late fees. It was a
What in the world is happening to Marvel
ridiculous idea, but when we
Studios?
tested
Like,
it,
why would you make a poster like that?
DVD service changed the world.
Post it constantly.
Selling Netflix to Amazon 2 years after you'd launched.
for probably 10 to 15.
Like, no, we don't do that,
That's
Marvel
not a bad
Studios.
return for 12 to 18
Like, honestly, I thought that was a joke. When I saw that
Much more
poster
interesting to
for
take a
Avengers
shot and
Doomsday,
see
I thought they were
what the
joking.
benefits come. But
Turns out they
all
were
of a
not.
sudden, in a matter of a week or two, in spring of 2000,
What on earth,
we
man?
were going to go broke being successful. We tried going to Blockbuster for months, but they weren't going to save us. They were going to compete with us. Netflix wouldn't have
At
survived,
least make the
but
poster,
story was
at least
not
make the
going
poster
forward,
good.
which took
Then
one
the
of
trailer
Netflix's
bad.
biggest impediments and
At
turned
least.
it into one of its biggest assets. So
At least hype us up, Marvel Studios.
The Diary of a CEO raffle is
But looking at that
about
poster
to close. Anyone that
Doomsday,
subscribes to
I'm-
the Diary of a
I'm
CEO
starting
will
to
get 7 million subscribers.
to doubt the
Probably
movie,
in a couple of
guys.
days' time, you will be included in the raffle, and on the day
Welcome to my
you hit
live
7
stream,
million
guys. I'm Nifty
subscribers,
Arts.
we are giving away a lot
And
of
I'm,
money can't buy
apparently-
prizes to all of you. So hit the
I'm an
subscribe
apparent
button, get in
YouTuber.
before 7 million, and I'll announce the
I'm
prizes
an
and
aspiring
the winners
artist
in the comments below
based in South
when we hit
Africa.
7 million subscribers.
Hello, smell my boots. That's an interesting username, man.
This season of your life,
Smell my boots, man.
if you could
Welcome to my live stream.
consolidate your mission and the work that you're doing across the
That's
content
one
you
interesting
produce, the
username,
people
man.
you speak to, your professional endeavors, if you could consolidate that into a singular, focused mission, what exactly?
So in my
would that
in my
mission
previous
be
live
this
stream, I
season
did
of
not
your
know
life?
what to actually draw.
for me at this point in my life, it's
I had an
all
art block.
mentorship.
And then one
You know,
of
I've
my
done
viewers
7
recommended me to
startups.
draw
I
Raphael
kind of recognized quite a while ago I do
from
not have
TMNT.
The appetite to
And
do
it actually
other
turned
work.
out very well,
It's that
to my
7
surprise.
by 24
Man, I'm so
focus
exhausted.
that I don't want to do anymore. I have other things that I would love to have spending time on, but you can't turn it off. I've also realized that over 40 years of being an entrepreneur, I've learned a few things about how to actually play this game. And so my mission now is, how do I pay that forward? How do
I am
help
crazy
other
at drawing.
people?
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Hi, I love your art. TMNT is awesome. I used to watch the TMNT from Nickelodeon. The same here, man. I loved it so much, yo.
Why?
The OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was one of my favorites. Thank you so much for the compliments, guys. I really appreciate them.
I've come to believe
I really appreciate them so much. I try, guys.
almost all of the
You know, as an
information
artist,
people
you always learn new
receive from
things.
the general media about
The more you
entrepreneurship
try to improve.
is wrong.
So there's always
It
room for improvement.
glorifies entrepreneurship in what I think is a damaging way.
And I think that's the case for all fields, whether it's art,
And it's all about driving around in the
sports.
fast cars and
There's
having
always room
parties.
for
And
improvement.
that's not it. It's a very lonely profession. So in a simple answer, the reason I wrote the book is I wanted
Image
to give
sub.
people a true story.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man.
To come
I
up
really
with
appreciate
crazy
that,
ideas
guys.
that everyone thinks
Road
is
to
gonna
1K,
work,
fellas. Road to 1K
and
subscribers. Let's
struggle
go.
to make it real. And
Road
if
to
someone
1K
reads that book and gets
subscribers.
to the end and goes, "This sounds great," then that's exactly the right person who should.
Thank you so much for the
for the
for the
If
subscription.
someone goes, "This sounds a lot harder than
Thank
I
you so
expected,"
much.
well,
I
then
really
I've been
appreciate it.
a service in that way as well.
I'm so
Kept
exhausted,
someone from
guys.
getting into this for all the
I
wrong
was just
reasons.
talking about
When
Avengers
you look back
Doomsday
on your journey
that I saw the
to
poster on Instagram and I was so
Netflix,
disappointed.
do you,
It's like they don't care
you know, I
anymore.
remember
Man.
hearing Steve Jobs
Looks like an
speak
AI
about
poster.
the
Looks like an
decisions
AI
he made
poster.
in hindsight that in
And that ruins
when
the
he
whole
reflects on his
reputation of
life,
Marvel Studios, man, honestly.
resulted in him starting Apple and the decisions he made within Apple. So obviously, you know, things he's famous
Welcome to my
for
live stream, guys. Hi, everyone.
class he dropped in.
Welcome to my
And
live
started
stream.
learning about design and typography, and that shaped him.
Nifty
A lot of
Arts.
those
I'm also on
kind of useful
Instagram.
experiences that in hindsight
YouTube is
fed
mainly
into
for
the
long
creation
form
of Netflix.
content and live streaming.
Probably
But on
the
Instagram,
meta thing
that's where you guys
was
can
the
find
fact
my
that
aesthetic posts.
most of these
I can show
endeavors
y'all
were
some of my
entrepreneurial.
art.
So, for example, initially,
let
my
me
first
see.
foray into
Find
direct
it.
response marketing was when
Where's that
I
artwork?
asked if I could run the mail order division.
This is one of my favorite. I'm
of
planning on
the
selling
sheet
it
music
summer
company
this
that I was
year.
working for. And so what it
It's a
meant
drawing
to
of
run the mail order
Mark.
division
Is it
was
Mark
every
from
day you got
Invincible?
mail, and if you found
It's one of
someone
my
asking
favorites.
for a list of great songbooks, you'd make a copy and you'd mail it out.
Thank you so
and
much for the
order came in,
subscriptions,
you'd go to the
guys. I
warehouse
really
and
appreciate
pack
them.
and ship it.
If you
And
guys like my art, I'm on
that
Instagram as well.
spoke to me, and I began experimenting and said, okay,
I'm
now
a
what
South
happens
African
if I
aspiring artist,
do 2 pages or do it in
and I'm
color?
aiming
What happens if I mail it out?
to
And
improve
I
each and
built
every
this
single day, guys.
mail order division into a real mail order
Each and every
company.
single day.
So it was this combination of
You have to improve as a person.
direct response.
Don't be
but
satisfied with
ultimately
being at
it
the same
was
level.
building something. It was creating.
You're meant for more
company
as an
inside a
individual.
company. So there are certainly.
So yeah, I was
those
saying
preparations.
about Avengers
From
Doomsday.
the
Like that poster
direct
really,
response side,
it broke my heart because I'm a
huge
deep
format
Marvel fan.
Netflix.
I'm a deep Marvel
Because if you
fan,
think
guys.
about
Not gonna
it,
lie.
what direct response marketing is about,
I'm a deep
it's all
Marvel
about
fan.
testing. It's all about analytics. And
So when I
when
saw
the
that post, I was
internet
like, are you really even trying? Like,
and I
why?
saw
Why
what
would you do
the
that?
internet was, what immediately popped
Why
in
why
my
would you
head
do
was,
that
oh
to my
gosh,
inner
this
child?
is the power to do direct
But you know, I guess it is what it
marketing
is,
on
right?
steroids. This is so much more
It
positive.
is what it is.
I'm doing this personalization.
And then France just lost to Spain. What in the world is going on, guys? Like, come on, fill me up. What's going on?
Dear Stephen,
How did France lose to Spain?
It's like this ridiculous personalization with the internet.
I don't know the final score though, but last time I checked, it was 2-0.
For one person. But
2 goals to 0, guys.
Endeavors that I did was I was a circulation director for a magazine. We launched a magazine.
Thank you so much for
And
the
that's
compliments, guys. I
subscription.
appreciate them.
And so you go, okay, look at this. You have
This
someone
artist
who's
right here
marketing, and there's someone who's
aims to improve.
subscription. And then all of a sudden,
Aims to
we're trying to
improve.
figure out how to do video rental better. It's not that big a leap to say, okay, it was
I wanna make this
subscription
darker.
and it was direct response on the internet. So yeah, these things were pretty formative.
So interesting. So you, on one hand, you had this business where you were physically sending things in the post, and then you got involved in another business where you were doing subscriptions, and these kind of, I guess, plant these sort of.
It's giving Seo vibes, and I like
to
that.
industries that you start to understand. And it's funny because when people think about creativity, I heard someone say before that creativity is essentially connecting lots of different clouds and then connecting them in new ways. So getting lots of different points of inspiration in life and then connecting them in new ways which create a new thing. And that kind of sounds like what you're describing there.
It is, and the thing is, at the time, you don't necessarily know. You're in the right place at the right time. Because I certainly
So,
wasn't the only
because the
person who saw how
background
the internet could be a powerful
is
force for
monochrome and
selling
color,
things. Jeff Bezos
I'm going to
was
make sure that Raphael
one of the first people
is the
to
main
recognize
focal
the
point
power
of
could
this
have to sell
artwork.
things when did
And I'll
Amazon,
do
which
that
at the time was
through
only books.
emphasizing contrast in color.
There were a lot of
And
different
shading.
models we could have looked at, and
All
in
shadows.
terms of Netflix going into video rental and doing video
So that
rental
Raph
mail,
stands out.
that was entirely driven.
Guys,
by
thank you
fact
so much
that
for the
I had
likes,
worked
guys.
for so
I
long
appreciate them.
in a catalog business where I had mailed things in boxes.
Come on, guys,
and
let's
I
grow
was
this
seeing-
channel.
I knew a lot
1K
about all the
subscribers.
shippers, and I knew a lot
Let's
about
go.
fast shipping. I mean, I had this huge repository of information and experience, and I didn't know how it would be used. but all of a sudden you're looking at a problem and you're kind of in your mind going through how can I possibly solve
Raphael.
this in different ways. And one of the things
Honestly,
that
my
comes up
favorite
is
is
something you've
Leonardo. It has
experienced in the
always
past.
been Leonardo.
You launched this company, Integrity QA, between sort of 96 and 7, and that's
Leonardo.
by Reed Hastings.
By Pure H Risk, yeah, by Reed Hastings Company, yes.
And that's where you and Reed Hastings met.
Yes, correct.
Who's the other co-founder of Netflix. What was that like? That first meeting with Reed Hastings.
Meeting Reed was this instant junction of two like minds. We both recognized something in each other. One is that we both approach problems very differently. I was very emotional about it. I don't mean emotional like I'm running crying from the room. I mean empathy. I'm a marketing person. When I put something out there, I can almost intuitively sense how someone's going to respond. Reed, his background is mathematics and computer science, much more logical, much more methodical. And we kind of realized as we began solving problems together how well those two integrated. But at the same time as having these differences in approaches, we were very similar in that we both shared this commitment to honesty. Not because we both swore an oath, it just was our nature that life was too short to shade the truth. That if you had something to say, you say it. And you say it in a respectful way, in an empathetic way. You don't have ulterior motives.
Wait, I didn't quite catch that last point.
Both were like that.
Life is too short for what?
To say, you say it. And you say it in a respectful way.
What did he say?
Differences in approaches, we
He
were
said
very
something
similar.
interesting.
In that we both shared this commitment to honesty. Not because we both swore an oath, it just was our nature that life was too short to shade the truth. That if you had something to say, you say it. And you say it in a respectful way, in an empathetic way. You don't have ulterior motives. And we both were like that. And it allowed us to have these really intense, interesting conversations where we were trying to find the truth out of something. But
that's so interesting.
Each other and challenging each other. And it ended up being a very, very powerful way.
There's always that one person whereby you guys have deep conversations, you know? Not small talk, like genuine deep conversations.
And then lightning happened to strike again, where Pure Atria was now being acquired. And this time, both Reed and I were going to lose our jobs. They already had a CEO. They already had a senior VP of worldwide marketing. So we were going to be out of a job. We had 6 months, and Reed was going to go back to school, get a higher degree in education. I was going to start my next company, and Reed wanted to keep a finger in the pie here, and we came to an agreement that I would start the company. He would be my angel investor, and he'd be my board chair, and all we needed was the business idea. And
all you needed was a business idea.
Exactly. And
only that.
Yeah, it's just that small manner of needing something to do. And thus began this process, which went on for months, of Reed and I kind of searching for a business idea. And we had a methodology.
Wow.
So don't think this is random.
Wow.
And Reed and I happened to live in the same town. We lived in Santa Cruz, California together. And we had gotten in the habit many months earlier of commuting to work together.
Reed, that name is
so
familiar.
once we knew we were selling the company, once we knew we were losing our job, we still were commuting to work, but now the conversation in the car shifted. And what would happen is Reed would pick me up at my house, and we'd barely be out of my driveway, and I'd go, okay, Reed, I've got one for you. Personalized shampoo.
Personalized shampoo.
Cut off a lock of your hair. You're going to mail it to us.
What?
And we're going to have a team of hair scientists who are going to formulate a custom blend.
I think I should
people
add
are going to
dark,
subscribe to it. And
dark green spots
the same thing would happen no matter what I pitched is
on
silence.
his skin.
Reed staring out the window, just steering the car.
Okay.
And you'd think he hadn't even heard me, but I knew that kind of behind that stoic face, all the calculations were taking place, like, you know, the risk and reward and the costs and the benefits. And it might take 5 minutes, 10 minutes of silence, but then eventually he would turn to me and go, that will never work. And he would lay into me with all the reasons it's such a bad idea. But of course, I could come prepared, and I'd come right back in with all the research I had done, all the reasons I was sure it was a good idea, and we would do one of these arguments all the way to the office, and if need be, all the way home, and until we either decided there was promise or no promise. And almost all of the time, there was very, very little promise of these ideas. But next day, I have another one. I could read personalized pet food, custom sporting goods, vitamins. I mean, I pitched all those ideas. I pitched them one, video rental by mail. People are going to come to the website, they're going to pick out a movie, we're going to mail them the movie, and they'll keep it for a week, and then they'll mail it back. And at the time, though, this was 1996, 97, video rental, you may remember, it was on VHS cassettes. So they were too big, too heavy, too expensive, and so that idea got trashed exactly the same way that the dog food and the personalized shampoo did, and kept on searching. And then the breakthrough, if there was one, came
so
one morning
exhausted.
where he picked me up, and I'm on my way out the door, up the driveway. I got one for you. He stops me and goes, I got to tell you about something I read about. There's this technology that came out. It's called the DVD. It's this little disc that holds a movie, and it's thin and it's light. And we brainstormed that a little bit and realized this could be the unlock for that old video rental by mail idea we had talked about 6 or 8 weeks ago. And then we did this quintessentially entrepreneurial thing, which is mid-commute, we turned the car around and drove the car back into Santa Cruz to try and validate this idea. We did not go to the office and do a business plan. We did not work on a pitch deck. We tried to collide the idea with real people. That day, mid-commute, turned the car around, went down into Santa Cruz, tried to buy a DVD, couldn't find one, settled for buying a used music CD, same size, same weight, then went 2 doors down and bought a little envelope, like you put a greeting card in, and put this CD in the envelope, addressed it to Reed's house, bought a stamp, and dropped it in the mail, and went to work. And that very next morning, when Reed picked me up, he held up a little pink envelope with an unbroken CD in it that had gotten to his house in less than 24 hours for the price of a stamp. And that was probably the moment we said, this actually might work. We could use the post office. And that shifted everything. And that's the point we began saying, this could be the idea that we do together.
So many entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs are at that exact phase where they want to leave their corporate job, their brain everywhere they go now, because they want
I have to
wired
sleep
themselves
now,
to be
man.
looking for an idea. It's finding lots of random
So
ideas. Their
tired.
dog will like throw up and they'll be like, oh, new dog food.
Thank you guys for checking
And
out
they
my
go through
stream,
that
man.
process. And I think it's so important to just pause there